All right, so next one up, we're gonna go over a variation on the waiter sweep. So the way that I like to do this, same basic setup. So I'm here, I dive underneath and I elevate them. But as soon as I'm here, I want to basically get a good grip on the toes. Make sure you're not grabbing the ankle. One of the problems is if somebody grabs the ankle, he's still got a pretty strong sprawl off of that. If I grab down here on his toes, he's weak, right? So I want to make sure that I'm here. So right here, lift him up, immediately grab for the toes. And as soon as we're here, it's just like we do the waiter sweep from deep half guard, but we're doing it from this hook instead. So as soon as I'm here, I'm going to just kick him this way, and I'm going to rotate his hip. As I come up, I'm here, keeping good tension with this foot, lifting it up, keeping the knee pinned down, and then I get to this position. Boom. Then from here, we can get into a guard pass. But let's go over just the sweep one more time. So we're playing in here, dive under. As soon as we get under, we're grabbing at the toes, and then we're gonna kick, get a lot of momentum, boom, rotate the hip. As we come up too, make sure that you're keeping his foot lifted and your shin drop down on his knee. Here, he can still give a lot of resistance and pull that leg away, right? But if we're here, we can keep him pinned down to the ground. This hand that was behind his back goes around his hip and gets control. And then I like to pinch my knees in tight to control his hips. From here, this hand is gonna shoot underneath. And then we're here. Whoop.
Can you do that last part one more time where you shoot your...
I feel like we could do the whole thing one more time.
Yeah,
or
might as well.
All right, so we'll start here. So we're right here. Remember, make sure that you keep this until you feel like you've already got up, because so long as I can keep his hip internally or externally rotated like this, even without anything else, if I can keep this position on his hip, he can't sit up from that. So as I'm getting everything else in position, I want to make sure that I'm keeping tension on this hip. Then I get this grip, I post this foot up behind, and I pinch my knees in tight. So I like to basically try to pinch and control his hips with my knees. So I'm here, and then once I want to pass, this holds tight, elbow in tight here. Make sure it's not here where he can push it out and then get his hips back, here. This hand immediately shoots between so that there's no chance of him stopping it, and then I lift his hips up, shrug him, and then sit down.
Then do what?
Then sit down.
I'm going to puberty, my friend.